What's up, guys? My name is Dan Kathman. Thank you so much for watching or listening or whatever it is you're doing. I really appreciate it. And welcome to the show. Today is Thursday, and I want to talk about something a little bit different. So I like to have a drink every once in a while. I used to drink quite a bit, probably too much. I have a story I'll tell in a second. But first, I want to tell you that now I just like to have a drink. So I like to have a good drink. So like I'll just have like one, you know what I mean? And my go-to is a whiskey. And my favorite is Jameson. Jameson is an Irish whiskey, and it's imported from Dublin, Ireland. And this is probably my favorite whiskey. But to top it off, if you really want to get fancy, you can go to Jameson Black Barrel. It is this is a higher price. It tastes better. It's a little bit more of an oaky feel because what they do is they char the barrels that the whiskey is in, and these sit longer. They're it's kind of like wine. The older it is, the better it is. And that's what this is. Jameson Black Barrel. One of my favorites. It's pretty cool that it has a corkscrew at the top. So anyway, this is kind of my go-to drinks. Jameson and ginger. That's what it is. That's my go-to is Jameson and ginger. Or, I like Jack and Coke, but Jameson and ginger is kind of what I'll buy. And there were sometimes you can get them a little higher price, but I'm not really looking to I'm not 16 anymore, or 21. And I want to have a drink that actually tastes good, and that like I'm just having one, so it's these last I've had this one for a very long time. I won't have it every day, every so often. I've had this one for like a couple months. So anyway, that's kind of my deal. I like Jameson. I used to drink way too much. I'll tell you a quick story. I drank way too much. Like I didn't think blacking out was a thing. And then all of a sudden I blacked out one day. And the first time that happened, it's a funny story, actually. I didn't mean to, because I didn't know what I was drinking. Roofies. Roofalin, you ever heard of it? No, I'm kidding. It wasn't that. It was just stupidity. Me and my buddy went to this party, and it was like a housewarming party. And so there were two punch bowls full of alcohol. And so we went over there, and there's a line at one of them. We were along the other one. No one was at. So we went there and got our drinks, and we were just stopping by before we went out. And so we got our little solo cups, and we filled it up, and we were sitting there. It was all dudes. It was really weird, and dudes I didn't know either. So it was kind of one of those like associative of friends. And so we're sitting there in the corner talking, we're drinking, and we go back to get another drink, and then again there's a long line of one, and no one's at this other one. I'm like, why isn't anyone here? So we just go and fill up another one. About halfway through that one or so, kind of look at each other, and we're like, You feeling kind of drunk? He's like, yeah, I didn't want to say anything, but yeah, I'm feeling pretty messed up right now. Okay, cool. We didn't think about it. We were like, all right, well, we're just kind of lightweights, I guess. That's kind of, we need to drink more. So we got the third one. And then finally the host came over, talked to us, and we brought this up because now we were 2 drinks in and feeling very, very much drunk. We were very drunk. All of a sudden, it was just like, and we had been, we were seasoned drinkers, so 2 drinks would never make us drunk at that time. So we were like, these drinks are fantastic. What's in them? The first thing she said was, wait, which one'd you drink out of? And I was like, why should that matter? And she said, well, one of them is punch, hunch punch. And the other one is the shot bowl. The shot bowl. A bowl of shots. I was like, what do you mean a shot bowl? And she was like, like shots, like mixed shots, like, mainly Everclear and gin and like some lemons or some limes. What? Are you trying to tell me I just drank 2 solo cups full of shots? I guess so. So Dan immediately stopped drinking. My buddy's name is Dan. And I was like, so, okay. So for some reason, we were going to meet people at this bar. And we thought at the time that the best way to do that would be to run to the car before the alcohol really kicks in. I don't know if you know anything about alcohol, but if you run after drinking alcohol, your blood circulates faster. So as we're running down the stairs and then running to the car, we get to the car. We're like, that was a very bad idea. I am drunker than I was 5 minutes ago. We get in the car and, it's not that far. It's like around the corner. And we go to the bar and I'm already realizing that this is enough for me. And we park and he says, you going to finish that? I'm like, in my head, I'm like, no, not at all. I wasn't planning on finishing this. And here's the thing that guys can do. We can make each other feel pressure to do things by calling each other like, here's a term a guy will use another guy. Don't be a little bitch. That ruffles some feathers. So as soon as he said that, I'm like, okay, well, and I just drank the rest of that solo cup of shots. It was half a cup or more of shots. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I got up, walked threw the cup down, walked towards the front of the entrance of this club bar thing. And about midway through the car and the gate, I don't remember anything else. I tried to, next thing I remember actually is waking up in my bed with a bowl of nachos upside down on my crotch. And I'm in full clothing with a hood over me. My balcony door is open. And I look out and I get up, kind of shimmy these nachos out of my pants. And I look outside and my truck is in the middle of the street blocking traffic. It's not funny. It's not a good thing to do. You shouldn't do it. Don't do this. It wasn't really blocking traffic. It was on the side of the road, but it was not well parked. So, yeah, I did that quite a few more times after that in various situations. So I don't drink to black out anymore. I don't drink like that anymore. And you shouldn't either. You should drink responsibly. Drink responsibly. But if you're going to drink and you want to drink something good, drink Jameson Black Label. That is a really good whiskey. It's pretty expensive if you go out. If you go out and you ask for a Jameson Ginger, it's going to be higher than what you would probably order, but it's really good and it tastes good. So that's my recommendation. Don't do drugs. Don't drink to black out. Be responsible and have a good time. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Please leave a comment. Let me know what you thought. Like and subscribe. I need it. Leave a comment. Let me know what you want me to do, what you want to hear. And I actually just might do it. So give me some ideas. Thank you guys. God bless. I really appreciate it. And do what you want to do. That's my advice to you. Do what you want to do. Thanks. Bye.
You do it, but you don't do it like this. You don't do it like this. But you don't do it like this. You don't do it like this. But you don't do it like.
Look, I like to sometimes I'll have a drink. I don't drink as much as I used to. Wow. I used to get really too much. It was just too much. I've stopped doing that.